Want to go live? Yes, I do. I want to see all my family. Welcome. We have ushered in. We have ushered in what? We have ushered in November. It seems like it was January or February. I'm not quite sure what happened to this year, but here it is. November what? What's the date today? 3rd. Oh, I better start getting my bills ready, pay the bills and stuff like that. So, welcome to Friday night with Peter Gregg on the Peter Gregg Show on the Peter Gregg Live channel. And I'm Peter Gregg. Talk about an ego, huh? There's a lot of Peter Greggs in there. So, what's going on? What's new? I see Scotty's here and he brought dinner. Good, because I'm a little bit hungry tonight, Scott. A little bit hungry, I'm a little bit hungry. I want to eat some good food and make me feel full. I'm a little bit hungry. I can't rhyme full. Oh well. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. That rhymes with everything. So please join us for a picnic. So Scotty says, please join us for a picky-nicky type dinner style. Homemade chicken salad. Yes, and you know when I make my homemade chicken salad, why did it pop off? Oh, you know why? Because we're not locked. Gotta turn the lock on. Because I was having a problem and I had to unlock them all. So let's get back to that menu because I'm intrigued to see what we got. Croissants, can't eat that. Potato salad, can't eat that. Baked beans, can't eat that. Donuts with apple cider, can't eat that. Well, Scott, I'm not sure whose friend you are, but I don't see anything low sugar on the menu for Peter. Don't you love Peter anymore, Scott? Really? You don't like Peter anymore? I've been losing weight. Don't I look thinner? So you guys should be encouraging me. Yeah, Peter, keep that weight loss going. All right, so I got a little bit different audio chain tonight. So I need to know if it's too loud or too low. So what did I do? I bypassed everything. So we're going with the SSL2 directly into the new Mac, the Mac Studio. So it's going through a Behringer. Actually, Sammy helped pick it out. Sammy picked it out. He picked out 2 of them. I ordered the one, but I got this one. But that's okay because Sammy picked this one out too. So this is an equalizer, so I have equalized it, and it's going through the SSL2 preamp, and it's going directly into the Mac Studio 32. Yep. So the levels look good here. How does it sound at your end? Because with it being equalized, and I don't know what that other thing does. It's called a Pro XL 2600. I'm not quite sure what it does. Okay, but it's there. So you need to tell me up or down and say volume. Because in 10 minutes when I come around and I see the word up, I'm going to go like, I wonder what that means. Why would Scott write the word up? So you got to say volume up or volume down. And then I'll remember what I was talking about. So Sly says, ooh, it sounds delicious. Scott, count me in. Happy Friday. Anybody's birthday? I'm just itching to sing with this new equalizer. So how you doing, Sly? I guess everything's settled down. You're back from your trip. She flies around to a lot of different places. So, yeah, but she flies on the taco. She goes to Taco Bell, buys a taco. She's got her magic wand, turns it into a jet, and she just whoosh. Ooh, I use that word. I'm gonna put that on a T-shirt. Peter Gregg says whoosh, and people are gonna go, what is he talking about? I like that. Thank you, Sly. You didn't say it, but you helped me think about it. So there's Sammy. How you doing, Sammy? All clean, buddy? I'm so happy. He's saying hi, Peter. And how's my big boy? And he's saying, hey, big boy, I said it before you. No, 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 no. You're my big boy. Yeah. And here's Charles. He's flying around the state of Florida. Oh, that reminds me. Charles reminded me, okay? Whenever Thanksgiving weekend is, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, we're the whole family is going to Orlando. So there will not be a show. There will be no show, Ed Sullivan says, no show on Thanksgiving Black Friday. I will be, I better drink some water. I don't have to drink alone, you could drink with me. So Charles reminded me, because he was in Orlando. I think he's in Miami now, but he gets around. Charles gets around. What's that Beach Boys song? Round, round, get around, I get around, da 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 doo doo doo. Okay, so I think it's in 3 weeks, 3 weekends from now. So remind me to say it because I don't want people to tune in on Thanksgiving Friday and go like, where's Peter? What happened to him? Mabel must have killed him. So even though you didn't do it directly, Charles, you did remind me. Yes, you reminded me, and I appreciate that. So Sammy says, I listened to Peter today, and it made my day better. Good for you, Sammy. Well, I did talk to Sammy on the phone. So it was a private, directly into his body sound waves from Peter. There's Jim. Jim, thank you again. You know what I'm thanking you for. You're just something extra special when you do that. He blessed me. That's what Jim did. He blessed me. So good evening, Jim and Peter and gang. And thank God it's Friday. Yep, it's perfect. And here is our new Nikon entrepreneur. I think he's got more Nikons than anybody else I know. He'll see your hand and raise you too. So I wouldn't bet against Randy. Randy, why are you up? You should be asleep. He comes home. He's tired, but he's going to be retiring. He's tired, but he's going to be retiring. So this is the Canon R8. So I do need help, okay? B&H sent me this camera, and they're going, we're testing you, Peter. We want to see if you're going to send some people to us. So you don't have to buy the camera. What you need to do is go into the description, and I'm pretty sure I put it right up there at the top. So the B&H needs to see activity from me when we're talking about this camera. This one, right there. No, not that one. The other one, the Canon R8. Otherwise, they're not going to send me cameras no more. They're going to go, well, we tried again, and nobody came to the B&H site from your live channel. So even though I mentioned it on the big channel, I really think it's you guys that push it. I don't think the people on the big channel, maybe 1 out of 100, will even try it. But I know you guys really try to help me, so I'm telling you something that I need. B&H needs to see activity from me, and so I'm asking. If you watch this on the rewind, which means not tonight, but you watch it later during the week, or you watch it again, and maybe it'll remind you. Click on the description, find the link to B&H. Doesn't have to be the R8. It could be anything. And you don't have to buy anything either. Just go there. Just go and say, hey, I'm shopping, and do some shopping over there. No, they track where the people come from. So if you click on the link from here, the B&H, their software will track that you came from the Peter Gregg live show. And if you see this, and I say this on next week when I start talking about the Canon R8, and it enters into your mind, click it again. Now, don't click it 100 times. They're going to know it's spam. So they have filters built in. Everyone's got filters built in, so that they don't pay attention to somebody that clicks it like 10, 15, 20 times in a row. They would consider that spam. So don't do the spam. So what you do is click now or in a half hour whenever you get bored. And then tomorrow, if you watch the rewind, like Randy is the one that came up with that name, and I like it, so I took it from him. So when you watch the show after they process it, we're calling it the rewind. So go into the description, find any link from B&H, and they'll track that you came from Peter Gregg. So next month when I ask for a different camera, what camera am I going to ask for? I think I might ask for the FX30, or what else is a hot camera? Canon is a hot camera, okay? They've got more Canons being sold than anybody else. Remember, we're looking for them to be able to send me more camera bodies. So they're grading me as to how much activity I'm generating. So I'm coming to you and I'm going like, please click on the links and go over to B&H. That's tonight. The regular time, and when you buy stuff, use the ADORAMA links, because everybody's saying ADORAMA is just doing a better job. But for the R8, which is what we're featuring tonight, do Peter me the favor and click on a B&H link, and they will log it in, okay? So that was Jim. That was Randy is up. Wasn't it the DBX? Yeah, but they substituted for the Behringer. I told you that on the phone. I put that they could substitute. So apparently the DBX, which was a used unit, maybe got sold, and they had a little checkbox that says we are able to substitute, and I said you could substitute the Behringer because we started off with the Behringer, and then I said, well, DBX is a bigger name, so if they sold it, it would have been canceled. So I got a brand spanking new Behringer. Brand new, right out of the box. Looks shiny, where the other one, it was kind of like 8, 9 years old. So I think it worked out. I think God blessed me, Sammy. So thank you for helping me, big boy. Okay. And Scotty, obviously you know very, very little about low sugar foods. Rice cakes are not low sugar foods. Rice, baked potatoes, vegetables, they're not low sugar foods, okay? So what would be a good low sugar food? Steak, chicken wings. There's no carbs unless it's drenched in barbecue sauce. Sliced roast beef, sliced bologna. Well, I don't like sliced bologna. Scotty, don't you be bringing sliced bologna, okay? Now, I do like liverwurst, sliced liverwurst, but as a kicker, because I don't like liver, okay? Just saying, okay? So you got to learn, not only Scott, I'm not picking on Scott. Scott's my buddy. I would never pick on him. But if you want to lower your sugar, look at the package of anything and everything you eat and see how many carbs. Carbs, not sugars. Carbs, C-A-R-B-S, or carbohydrates. So if I'm limiting myself to 20 carbs for the whole day, okay? Now, if you're going to start easy and you don't want to shock yourself, you could start at limiting yourself to 50, 75, or 100 carbs. Carbs is food that turns to sugar or actually is sugar. So I can eat yogurt. I can eat sour cream. I can put sour cream and strawberries together and stay under my 20 carbs for the day. So you start to learn what foods you can eat. I can even eat blueberries, but they're a little bit higher. So I have to be careful not to go over a half a cup of blueberries. But I can add 2 tablespoons of sour cream. Sour cream and strawberries, sour cream and blueberries. Woo! That tastes really good. So that is excellent. So Scotty, if you're going to lose weight, You can't be doing rice cakes and stuff like that. You can't be thinking the old way of, oh, it's healthy, I'm going to have a salad. Oh, no, dear God, no. That is not healthy for you at all. Okay, now avocados with lemon and oil and salt and pepper. And because I'm Greek, I put a little lemon on there and a little oregano. And then I stir it up a little bit and it makes like a, what do they call that? Guacamole sauce. And oh, I can eat the whole freaking avocado. That's how good it is. And then when I make chocolate pudding, you know, chocolate cocoa, Hershey's chocolate cocoa powder, very, very little sugar. Okay. Now the instant cocoa mix for like hot chocolate, very high sugar. So you learn after a while to read the labels and you want to stay with low carbohydrates. Baked beans, all the beans, lentils, breads, baked potatoes, rice, that's all turns to sugar. So if I had a baked potato, it would be like 40 or 50 carbs. I'm allowed 20. Bam! I have just shot my load of my allotted carbs for the day. Now, that's my diet. Now, someone like Sammy, who's 19 years old, he's not going to be limiting his carbs. He's burning them up like a candle, okay? Now, someone old, really old, like Charles, okay, or Scott. Who else is old in here? Well, Randy eats anything and he stays thin as a rail, so I can't pick on him. I mean, I think if Randy got up too fast, his pants would fall down. And he goes in there and he gets that latte, cafe latte, what's it called? And put extra whipped cream on there and no Cool Whip. Cool Whip is bad oil. It's soybean oil. It's bad for men. It bothers their testosterone and their hormones. So you don't want any Cool Whip. You want real whipped cream. Yes. And you know something? Believe it or not, real whipped cream has one carb. I'll put whipped cream right out of the can on my finger and go, oh, it's like sex. Just give me some whipped cream. It just tastes fantastic. Okay, we're not talking about cameras. Well, we don't have to. This is Friday Night Live. This is where we have a good time. So this is my Sony E1. So it's going to go through the cameras completely automatically. So, oh, I did get some feedback on the sound. So it sounds amazing. Good. Because I did a video, and I think I put it up yesterday. It was too loud. It really was. And I had to lower the volume when I was listening to myself. I listened for mistakes and stuff, and I'm going like, oh, I better lower the volume. So I did look at the meters on the SSL2, and it was hitting the yellow. Now it's only hitting like the third box up. I can actually lower it a little bit more if it's too loud. So you guys that are audio aficionados, hit me with your best shot, baby. If it's too loud, tell me. If it doesn't sound right, tell me. If I sound sexy and smooth, tell me. I'll join you in the bath. So, oh, Sly. Now, Sly has done a lot of studying on audio. So you know what I need, Sly? I'm running this mic, but I'm running it with a 1/4-inch jack, and I want to run it with the XLR because it's got an XLR cable. So it doesn't give me 48 volts of phantom power, and I have to go directly into the equalizer. So I need to raise the power up. Now this mic is unique. This mic is 50, 60 years old. So it has a AA battery in it, and it actually gives you that preamp battery in there. Remember how last week you guys were saying, oh, there's a lot of static and we're getting popping and stuff? The battery was dying. You only change the battery about once a year. Now, I didn't realize the battery was dying. And when it dies, it snap, crackle, pops. So I changed the battery, and I then found out, I also changed the mic, and then I found out that it was the cable that wasn't operating properly. So long story short, I want to go back to XLR from the mic. It's just a higher quality. And I need a preamp to go between this mic and the Behringer equalizer that Sammy picked out for me. We went online together and picked it out. So that's why I said Sammy picked it out. So thank you, Sly, for telling me. You sound good. You sound so good. Oh, I give. Wait a minute. Got to do my Dean Martin. I try to imitate Dean Martin. I like the way he sings. Oh, I give to you, and you give to me true love. See, if I'm not holding the glass, I don't remember to sing like Dean Martin. Now I know why Dean Martin used to hold the glass all the time. He remembered to slide. In his vocal technique, for you guys that are into music, one of the techniques that Dean Martin does, he slides into notes. So the song goes something like, where's the words? While I give to you, and you give to me true love. Did you hear the slide? True love. So that's Dean Martin's way of singing. Believe it or not, I forget to do the slide, which is not good because I do want to mimic what's his face? Dean Martin. So there's two singers that I want to mimic. I'm not going to say who the other one is, okay? Dean Martin is one of them. Now, that doesn't mean it's my favorite singer. I have favorite singers. But there's a style of singer that I like. And Dean Martin is one of my favorite styles for the singers. So I'll start singing a song like I'm practicing True Love because I want to record that, because I want to get my voice in shape to make some Christmas music for the channel. I'm not making an album or anything this year. That reminds me. Okay, I got something big to ask all of you guys, including the click on the B&H links. That's important because I want B&H to send me a camera next month. I don't want them to say, well, no one clicked, so there's no reason for us to send you a camera, okay? So click on the B&H links tonight. And the rest of the time, if you're going to buy something, click on the ADORAMA links. It's getting a little bit complicated, all right? So when I'm talking about the Canon R8, they sent me the Canon R8. So let's hit them up with some clicks for Canon R8. All right, so this is what I'm thinking. I do a video, a Christmas song every year for Christmas Day. Well, this year I don't want to do that, okay? What I'd like to do is, yes, I'd like to sing a song, but not a performance. In other words, you're not going to see me. So what I would like for you to do, tell me when you think the cutoff time should be. I'm thinking December 22nd or December 23rd. I'd like you to send me a picture of your Christmas tree. Doesn't have to have people. It can, okay? It can have your dog or just your Christmas set in your living room, family room, den. And I'm going to fade in. How about if I even put with your permission, I'll put your name. So I'll put Sly Reader on the screen underneath. And I'll fade in her Christmas tree while I sing, we wish you a wait. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. And then Sly's tree, it'll be a slideshow. Sly's tree, Sammy's tree, but you got to send me the pictures, and I need a day or two to create a slideshow. So you're going to have to remind me to ask people for the next month to please send me a picture of their Christmas tree. Send it to me by email. My email address is in the link below. I think there is a 1 or a 2 megabyte limit. So don't be sending me a huge, and don't make it tiny. I don't want it to look grainy as heck, okay? So just give me a nice, you guys are photographers, right? Do a nice shot of your Christmas tree. Shut off the lights. I don't want a snapshot. I want the real thing. I want your expertise. I want Roy to send me a picture of his Christmas tree between now. Let's make it December 20th. That'll give me 5 days to create the slideshow. And if you're late by a day or two, okay. And if it's too late, it won't be in there, okay? And if anybody's watching this on the rewind, make it a project in your mind to send me a picture, a Christmas picture. You can even send more. And when you send me the picture, do me a favor so that I keep my ASS out of trouble. Write a release in there. I, Sly Reader, allow Peter Gregg to use this picture on his channel. And this way, nobody can come back at me. So you guys wouldn't, but let's say somebody else, Ralph Lauren. I don't know. Okay, never mind. But let's say he gets a hair up his butt, or they got lawyers, and their lawyers decides to sue me. You use that picture without permission. Oh, yeah, I got permission. They sent me the picture, and it says, I, Ralph Lauren, allow Peter Gregg to use this picture on his channel, YouTube channel. Does that sound like I'm doing good there, guys? Don't be kicking me when I'm preaching real good. All right? So what do you think? And on Christmas Day, I will play that video. And it can be long as hell. Not a good choice of words. All right? So send me a picture. And then what I'll do is I'll space them out. And I'll sing a couple of Christmas songs, probably from my album, or I might sing it live, okay? Well, not too live, because I'm going to pre-record this. And I'll do the pictures of your trees. Like David. How you doing, Dave? How's my big boy? I like to call all my closest buddies my big boys. Okay? So you're going to put up a tree? Take a picture of your tree or some Christmas presents or more than one picture. Send Woody. Woody loves to take pictures. Send me. It can even be from last year. It does not have to be current. Now, don't send me somebody else's because you don't have permission to give me permission to use somebody else's Christmas tree. So don't be Googling stuff. That's copyrighted. So it needs to be a statement that says you give me permission to use your picture, not Google's, not President Bush or Biden or whoever's up there now, okay? Take your own picture and give me permission to use it. Just make a simple statement. You think you can handle that, or is that above the ability of the people that we got in here? And then on Christmas, I'll play a slideshow with your Christmas trees. And if you are good at wrapping, or if you do an ugly job of wrapping, like I'm not very good at wrapping, okay? Send me a picture of a present or 2 or 3. And let's make a nice long, hour-long slideshow for Christmas Day. And maybe if it's nice and long, I'll even loop it. So on the Peter Gregg channel, all day Christmas Day, it'll have Christmas music and it'll have Christmas images. And be creative. Don't limit it to what I just said. Because I just said Christmas trees and Christmas presents. Let's say you decorate your house wonderfully. Your house. Don't be going to some Christmas park, okay, and taking pictures of their stuff. Their park might be copyrighted. Like the one here in Miami, the Enchanted Forest is copyrighted. I can't, like the Eiffel Tower for Christmas, that Christmas display is See, you don't know where copyright is going to bite you in the butt or in the wiener, and it will. So it needs to be a picture you took, and it needs to be something not copyrighted. Okay? So do that, and let's keep it honest, okay? Don't go picking out stuff online because we can't steal other people's stuff. We're photographers. We don't want to. We want to be creative. I want your creative juices. I want your creative juices to flow. Right, Sammy? I was going to say, I know about Peter's new audio chain. It's all good. I know what Sammy did tonight. Yeah, I know what Sammy did tonight. I'm not going to say it out loud, but I know what he did. And he's saying the sound is perfect. Well, that's good. Ba 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 da bum ba ba da bum bum bum. Ladies first in line, Sly, you go first. The ladies go in line first, and Sly is going first. Scotty says the ladies go in line. The ladies go in line. The ladies go in line first. That's what Scotty says. Sly says. Now what this? Oh wait, I almost missed my Roy. He's my Roy. Happy Saturday, Peter. Happy Saturday, Roy. You can take a picture of your Christmas tree. It's a Christmas presents, or your dog with the ears. That would be cool. I think it'd be really cool. You know how they play like the Yuletide log all day long with the fire? Well, let's be creative. And with your permission, I'll put your name, Roy Bixby, and it'll be the tree, or a present, or both. And you can even make a little byline. Roy Bixby, Australia. Roy Bixby with your town. Roy Bixby, I wish you a Merry Christmas. I mean, let's get a little bit creative here, guys. It's all about love. Christmas is about love and good feelings. So it doesn't have to be super structured. I don't want to get in trouble. That's help Peter, your friend, from getting in trouble. Okay? So you take the picture, make sure it's your house, your dog, your presents, your tree, okay? Something like that. And don't send me no nudes. I don't want no naked pictures. That's not the kind of tree I'm looking for. Even if you decorate it. Okay? And if you do, I am not going to put it on the show. Just FYI, so I don't want you getting pissed off. All right. So Sly, I like the whoosh. Great idea. And it's mine, right? Do you hear anybody else whooshing? I'm the only one whooshing. Okay. I like the whoosh. Great idea for a t-shirt. I don't know why we didn't think they just pop up. Honest to God, Sly, a great idea just pops up. Okay. So, whoosh. Do we need put something else? Peter Gregg's whoosh. The Christmas room whoosh, or just whoosh. Whoosh. Whoosh it away. Whoosh it. So, we got 2 votes for whoosh. Jim Monday, I love the whoosh at the end of your big channel videos. Always makes me smile. You know something? I wasn't going to say it. But when I watch my videos and I hear myself go whoosh at the end, I do smile. Now, you can call me conceited, self-centered, and egotistical. Not to my face. Tell Sly or tell Randy, but don't tell me. Okay? But I kind of like the whoosh, and it's kind of a signature thing, and I don't hear it in other places. I hear other people mimic me, but they seem to acknowledge it. Like when I talk to Sammy on the phone, we don't say goodbye anymore. We say whoosh. That's the new, okay, bye, love you, bye. See, now my nephews and nieces trained me to say love you, bye. And sometimes I do it to somebody where you shouldn't, like, love you, bye. It's like I'm talking to a guy or a girl, and you go, okay, love you, bye. And I'm going like, oh, no, what did I just say? But they've trained me from when they're young, and they're in their 30s now. And I talked to my nephew today, and that's how we hung up. All right, Uncle Peter, love you, bye. See you tomorrow night, because I'm going for dinner tomorrow night. So, whoosh, we'll start something not only nationwide, global, where we all hang up our phones with whoosh. Okay, bye-bye, whoosh. Wouldn't that be funny? Ah. Ba 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 bum. So Jim likes the whoosh. I know Sammy likes the whoosh because he already uses it. And Sly likes the whoosh. And Roy, I get around, round, get around, I get around, da 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 da. Next week is someone's birthday. Happy birthday to them. Sammy's birthday is November 11th. 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 I'll be singing for Sammy. So Charles says, are you going to Disney, Peter? No, I'm not going to see the rat. I'm too old for that. It's a small world after all. It gets on your nerves after a while, Charles. So give me a break. It's a small world after all. That's for Sly to take Hoss. And she could sit and listen to him sing all the way back. It's a small world after all. You'll get sick of it, okay? So, no, not going to. I'd like to go to Disney Springs and walk in the shopping center. Yes, I'd like to do that. I'd like to go to the Broad Walk, and maybe because it's Thanksgiving weekend, I might get ice cream. What's the name of that famous ice cream store there? Ooh, God, I forgot. There's a famous ice cream store there in New York, and they opened one on the Broad Walk at Disney. And Peter can't think of the name of it. Oh, the R8. Why aren't you focusing properly? See, the Canon does that. And I have it limited to focusing around me. I'm not letting it anywhere because I think it finds a pair of eyes because I have it set to eye detection. So somewhere back there, because watch, when it goes out of focus, it goes to the background. So it's seeing something like maybe right there. Do those look like two eyes? Or maybe these lights? So it'll leave me and it'll focus back there on something that it thinks is eyes. No, the Sony don't do that. It don't. By the way, Sammy, the FX30, that's the #1 camera for cinema. Okay? So I think you would have a feather in your cap if you finagled how to get yourself an FX30. All right, big boy? That's my suggestion to you. And anybody else, the FX30 is great, unless you do something like Randy and you buy a half a dozen Nikons. The R8 is $1,500. So did the price go up, Randy? I think he's giving me a. Okay, he corrected himself. I see it down below. So it was $14.99. Then it went to $13.99, and for like 3, 4, maybe 5 days, it went to $12.99. And I'm going like, oh my God. That's crazy, okay? And then it went, about 2 or 3 days later, it went back to $13.99. So as we go towards Christmas, keep using my link down below, okay? And if it goes to $12.99 and you're interested, buy it. Don't pass go. Don't collect $200. Just buy it. If it goes down to $12.99 again, okay? All right. They're closed right now for the Shabbat, but the website's open. You can click on their links all you want. Don't let that defer you. You can't order anything, but if you want to order at sundown, Shabbat starts at sundown on Friday and ends at sundown on Saturday. So they try to act religious. Religious is not a good thing, by the way. I'm not picking on them, not picking on anybody, okay? I'll pick on Christians because I'm a Christian. Don't get religious. God hates religion, Religion is doing something over and over and over and claiming it's for God. That ain't what God's looking for. Okay? God's looking for honesty of the heart, not. I mean, you could do that for 24 hours. I'm doing that for God. No, you're not. Who do you think you're fooling? That's called religious. I don't eat cows. That's religious. How silly is that? They're starving over there. You know where I'm talking about. But they don't eat cows. Kind of like a trick from Satan. Okay, so this is what Randy corrected for me. Thank you, Randy. I appreciate it, buddy. Take that back, $1,400. So it's $13.99. This is what Sammy's getting, the FX30. That's going to be his next camera. I can feel it in my bones. Sammy says, I have a big boy present that I want for my birthday. I wonder what that is. Could it be an FX30? This is a very good question. What camera are you taking on the Orlando trip? I'm ready to just tell you right off the bat. Do you want to guess? Do you want to guess what camera I plan on taking with me on the Orlando trip? And not only what camera, what lens. Because I've been very, very obvious about it. I'll give you a hint on the lens. It's a loaner from B&H. So if you've been paying attention, you know which lens that they sent me, okay? And I have to send it back, and I'm going to be sad because I really, really, really like that lens, okay? So we're going to play that as a game. Instead of Norm's Windex bottle, what camera is Peter taking for Thanksgiving to the Orlando area? And what lens? That's a good game. I like that. Because it doesn't take me but 30 seconds. No 30 seconds. Just in an instant. Like I know what camera that Randy would take. And that's because I pay attention when Randy is doing his videos. Okay? So here's my buddy Alex, Mr. Handsome movie star. Hello, Peter. I hope your night is well. A little formal, aren't we tonight, Alex? Alex is my buddy. He's also Sammy's friend and Joey's friend. So our friendship stuff is growing, and that is pretty cool. Love you, Alex. Love you, Richard. Love you, Sammy. Love you, Lewis, Mr. Camera Junkie. Hi, everybody. Hi, Lewis and Aiden. How you doing, Aiden? What are you doing? Are you playing with your toys? Are you playing with your toys, Aiden? Are you on the floor playing with your toys? Did you play the piano? Are you playing with the keyboard? Going ding, 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 ding. That's not what a keyboard sounds like. Well, I tried. So, hello to Lewis and Aiden. They're right up the road. So, yes, they're very close to me. But so is everybody else. No matter how far you are, you're close to me. Here's Norm. Merry Christmas, Peter. Good evening, Greggies around the world. I don't do carb math, but I sure enjoy a chocolate bar a couple of times a week. Well, if you're trying to tease me, Norm, I got one for you. I bought a box of Atkins, which is low sugar because it's an Atkins diet, which I'm not on the Atkins diet, but I saw it at Publix, which is our grocery store. So picture whatever your big grocery store is. They made an imitation Reese's Peanut Butter Cup. And oh my God, I love Reese's Peanut Butter Cup. And it tastes almost the same. It's missing that extra kick of sweetness. But now that I've eaten 2 boxes, it's like I'm actually, it's thank you, Jesus. Sorry, Norm. Thank you, Jesus, my Messiah, okay, for giving me Reese's Peanut Butter Cups that I can eat. I'm doing a golf clap here. You know what a golf clap is? This is a golf clap. I clap with my fingertips so I'm not making noise, okay? So, Roy says, old like me. Roy says, old like me. Roy says, old like me. Roy, I guess, is saying that he's old. Good old Roy. Good old Roy. Good old Roy. We are all old like Roy. See how you can make a song out of Nuttin'? Nuttin' Honey, the cereal? Too much sugar. Nuttin' Honey. If you got a box, tell me how many carbs is in one serving. I bet you a nickel. It's over my 20 carb allotment. So Scotty says his body mass index is only 29.5. And he's doing a laugh. So I'm guessing that's too high because I don't know what that should be. I'm doing a Jack Benny now. Well, give me your money or your wife. Well, I'm thinking about it. So, Charles is saying I eat over 10,000 carbs a day, and the doctor is still alive and kicking. You know better. You know better than to eat that many carbs. You're going to blow out your entire insulin-resistant system. That's what makes inflammation, and then you can't make good decisions, especially with all the pretty girls you've got around there, Charles. If you can't make a smart decision as to which pretty girl, it's your carbs. Lower your carbs, and you'll see clearly. That girl is for me. That girl is not. That girl is for me. That girl is not. It's kind of like the daisies. Yeah, she loves me. She loves me not. She loves me. She loves me not. We've been doing that since teenagers, right? So, Jim says, what was the reason for the audio chain change? You want an honest answer? I'll give it to you. Boys and their toys. I want my audio to be better and better. So I started practicing on the singing, and when I do the singing, I use this audio chain. But I didn't have an equalizer, okay? So PayPal had $93 or something like that left in there. So I started looking for a used equalizer. And then when I brought the equalizer, I found one, and I put a bid on it, and Sammy actually found it. Okay, so let's give him applause. So I bidded on it. And then there was a backup bid, which was this one. And this one that I got is actually cheaper than the DBX, but DBX has got the name. So what's the saying? When you got the name, you got the game. So I almost called Scott today because I couldn't find the key that I needed. And I figured if anybody could tell me what key I needed to sing this song in, True Love, Scott would be able to help me. So I forgot which key. I think it's C. I give to you, and you give to me. I should have called Scott anyway. So now this audio chain starts with this mic, and what this mic is missing is amplification. But it took me all of 2 days to realize I do have amplification with this mic. Duh, how dumb can I be? Because of the age of this mic, it goes back before you had 48 volts power. So they actually used to put AA batteries in the mic. And the AA batteries gave it that little boost. And so I was able to go from here into the, I don't remember if it's going into the equalizer or into the, they call it the composer. But it's basically like a compressor, a lot of stuff built in, noise gate. I almost called Shane because I couldn't figure out how to get it to work, but then I did. So this is an equalized vocal chain that you're hearing. And Jim, honestly, I would make up a funny or I would make up a smart-ass answer, but it's boys and their toys. I wanted to sound better if I could, And the only way to know if I can is to put an equalizer in the chain. Now, when I sing and it goes through Vinyl Cut Pro, when it goes through Studio Pro, I actually run equalizer and compressor plugins there. So live, I can't run a plugin right now, okay? So I'm actually running equipment that mimics what gets done in the computer in Studio. Oh, no, it's not Studio. It's called Logic Pro. I'll get it. Give me time. Let me have a little bit more of Dean Martin's drinks here. I give to you, and you give to me true love. True, that's what killed him. True love. If anybody smokes that's in my room, start weaning yourself off. I don't want nobody to die from cancer. So if you're a cigarette smoker, start weaning yourself off. Yes, I use the word weaning. Wean yourself off of cigarettes. So you don't do, not to vapor, no smoking, okay? I want you alive and well, and I want you around me for a long, long time. So I left off with Jim. Did I answer the question, Jim? Yes, I did. So Sammy says, I took a nice nap today. Oh, that's very nice. I know Sammy's giggling because I tease him about his naps. Okay. So Norm, the R8 is giving the blue rope light a violet tinge. Yep. It does that. Unless I switch over to C-Log or C-Log 3, where I have gotten it out of there. Now, I figured out why, okay? So it doesn't give me the blue tinge, the violet tinge when I'm in the proper light, okay? So this mouse pad is blue. Blue, 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 blue. Blue, 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 blue. Okay, so now, if you look here, this is blue. Okay, so it's not giving me a violet tinge. However, the lights back there on that wall is very, very dark. So it's a completely different lighting setup. So over here, it's bright and it's the proper exposure. You know about zebras, right, Norm? Okay. And back there, it's not the proper exposure. And when it's not the proper exposure, the Canon leans towards violet. And Scotty knows that. It's happened to him. It's happened to me. Okay, so that is why. Now, the Sony and the Panasonic, whether it's in the correct lighting or the lighting in the back, where it's very dark, there's the soft boxes are up here, and this is up here. You know, I just noticed it. Is my mouth off with this audio chain? I'm not sure, but it looks like my mouth is off. Let's see. Nobody said anything. You guys, you're supposed to be watching my back. Okay, let's go to stream audio. All right, so it's at 3. Test, test, test. Okay, so let's put it, I don't know which way to go, so I'm going to move it from 3. Now we're at 8. So now the audio lag is either better or it's worse. And to me, it looks worse. So I'm going to bring it back to 3. Okay, so this is where it belongs. Now I'm going to take it because all the equipment in this is high quality. So maybe the latency on this chain is lower. So I'm going to go from 3 to 0. Okay, so now we're at 0 latency. Now over here, it looks significantly closer. my lips and the audio sound significantly closer. And that's because this is a different audio chain. So this is a higher priced compared to the other audio chain. And I've got 3 pieces of equipment. Now, they also allow me to go the other way, so let's try that. All right, so now we're at -2. So tell me, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nope, that don't look right. Okay, so now we're at 0, and we don't want to find perfection. We want to find where it's not obvious. So you guys have to give me the feedback. So I'm at 0 now. No, it bumped up to 1. Let's go back to 0. Okay, let me close this so it doesn't move around. Okay, so now you guys have to tell me, put it back to -3, or do I leave it here at 0? So I was at Norm, and Mark is going, how is it going, Peter? Do you like the Canon over the Panasonic? I'm at actually a point now, Mark, where I like each camera. Each one's got its own little slippity, snoppity crap, okay? And any of them are excellent. The only one that excels is this one, the Sony E1. So the Sony E1 excels because it's got features not found on any other camera in this room, and it's got features found not on any other camera in the world. Okay, so I like the E1 as the best one of all of them. Oh, by the way, hi Mark, how you doing? Love you, buddy. No, Roy, stick with the rules. I want Christmas. I want a picture of your tree. No made up. We're into pictures. You're not a chap GBT-ologist or ographer. A GBT? No, it's GPT. A GPT-ographer. You are a photographer. You send me pictures. I'm going to look at yours carefully because you're the one that would cheat. And if I think you're cheating, ain't going to show up because I'm not going to risk it. And by the way, Chat PT, whatever it's called, they do make a statement that you cannot publish their work. So Roy says, if you can't get a decent image, oh, he's talking to Mark. Oh, Roy just came up with something even better. I wish you a Merry Christmas. Boy, Roy, you really got it going there tonight. I wish you a Merry Christmas. I can even do a song. Wait, let me do. I wish you a Merry Christmas. I wish you a Merry Christmas. I wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. They did prove that he had apple juice in all his whiskey glasses. Okay, let's wish to the next guy, and it's Carlos. Wish, Carlos, I love you guys. I love you, Carlos. Hey, Peter. Hey, everybody. Hope everyone is being the best version of themselves today. Yes, let's be the best version. Wait, let me change it. Oh, I'm the best version of myself now. I just changed my computer programming. Here's the R8, and here's the Panasonic S52. How long will it be up? Right there. Bing. Let's get rid of the finger. Whoosh. I think we hit on something. You say wish at the end of your videos. I always thought it was flush. Nope, it was whoosh. W, actually you got it right, whoosh. Sly says, hey, wait a minute, I love Disney, the rat. Having a 4-year-old with me is just the front. That's good, Sly. I like that. Black Friday deals rule. Who says that? Who says that? It's Charles. Black Friday deals, R-U-L-E, rule. So, Motivated Mind Sammy, Caleb, DSLR video shooter, just made an insane custom rig for the FX30 in his latest video. Oh, that would interest Sammy. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, Roy, but you are that good. You are that good. You are that good. Here's Ray. I was thinking about you at the beginning because I was going like Ray's usually up front. So, Peter, I predict that your Orlando trip camera will be a red digital camera, V Raptor 8K with a Canon. 25,000, 29,000. Now you're joking. You're joking. It's got to be a camera that I got here in the Christmas room. One of my cameras. Not a fantasy camera. So Scotty says, you are singing in the key of D. When the moon hits your eye, like a bigger pizza pie, that's amore. Do you have to have sheet music? Or if I sing True Love, can you play the piano to it? Or do you play the piano and I'll sing to your playing? I want to do True Love. It's been requested by 3 people and it was my parents' favorite song. And I happen to like it. I happen to love True Love. Okay? Oh, I made a funny there. All right. So Roy says audio seems to be in sync. Roy says it's worse. So you see what we got? Did you just see that? The audio is in sync. Oh no, it's worse. Okay. So how do you handle a hungry man? Oh, what's that commercial? Maybe consider giving one of your moderators temporary authorization to do the Black Friday edition of your live stream. I think that could be a blast. Nope, that ain't going to happen. But you guys could go live Friday night. I don't care. You couldn't harm me if you wanted to. There's like, what, 7 billion people on YouTube? You got to be kidding me. There's no way, Jose. Okay. Here's Jeff. I was thinking about you. So Roy says, I love to cheat and then squeal on myself. Jeff is also in the same neighborhood as Roy. Happy Friday, Peter and all. Happy Friday. And Mark says, I've been in bed this past week. I got COVID. And it put me out and I couldn't go to my gig in Charlotte. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Send me an email with your phone number. I'll call you. I'll tease you. I'll make you laugh. I'll insult you. I'll do all the stuff that you just don't want done to you. I'll do it all for you. All right, guys, we have hit the 11 o'clock. We have hit the end. I want to remind you a couple of things. Start thinking in terms of sending me a picture of your tree, your presents, your dog, your house, and in an email, which is in the description. And also give me permission to use your picture. Okay, that's number 1. Number 2, go over and click on the link on B&H for this video. And then you go back to ADORAMA. Okay? And number 3, there was a number 3. Don't remember what it was. Say a prayer for me? That always works. All right. I'll see you over at Sly's in 29 minutes. Actually, 27 minutes now. And God bless you all. God rest ye merry gentlemen. Let nothing you dismay. Remember Christ our Savior was born on Christmas Day to save us all from Satan's power when we were gone astray. Oh, tidings of comfort and joy, comfort and joy. Oh, tidings of comfort and joy. Whoosh!